As the matter of the Medusa clan came to a close, Shifu temporarily took over command, issuing orderly instructions one after another. The 9 major tribes of Medusa quickly resumed their usual state. As for the Avenger tribe ruled by Nu Dong, a new leader had been appointed, and all of Nu Dong's forces had already been thoroughly purged. Regarding the Blue Flower Serpent, its strength had declined to the level of a 1-turn 9-star Do-D due to the death of its companion Spirit Serpent, which had destabilized its foundation. It seemed unlikely that it would ever advance further in strength. However, since the Blue Flower Serpent was not in any mortal danger, Shifu could do nothing about it. With the Blue Flower Serpent stepping down from all positions and dedicating itself to teaching Qing Yan, the injuries within its body seemed to slowly heal under Qing Yan's influence. Yet, no one knew how long it would take for it to return to its peak. The Medusa clan's Divine Hall was located in the heart of the desolate Death Desert. After Qin Tian's group escaped from the Divine Hall, they arrived at the center of the desert, just a few kilometers away from the hall. "Captain, should we rest for a bit?" Some of the others seemed to be seriously injured, Yao Exine said softly, glancing at the companions nearby. "We'll rest here," Qin Tian replied calmly. Even with his peak Do-D strength, he was clearly wounded and exhausted, let alone the other 8-star Do-D powerhouses. Swish! Qin Tian's group of 8 settled down in the desert, ignoring the oppressive heat entirely as they sat directly on the scorching sand. "Damn it! The strength of the Medusa clan is truly terrifying," Xianmo grumbled bitterly as he sat down heavily. "This time, Nu Dong definitely kept some things hidden from us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in such a sorry state. The guardian beast of that 7-colored sky-devouring python nearly caused us serious trouble," Qin Tian remarked, as a chair made of Do-Chi appeared beside him, and he sat down. "Are you all right?" Yao Exine asked with concern. "Nothing serious, just a bit drained," a few of them replied tiredly. "Here," Yao Exine relaxed slightly at the response, then produced a jade bottle containing finely crafted pills from her ring and tossed it to her companions. "I can't shake the feeling that there's something on the other side of that Medusa Divine Hall," Qin Tian said, swallowing a pill and feeling his energy recover by about 60% as he stared out into the vast desert. "That's the wilderness area. It's one of the 3 most peculiar places in this desolate death desert. Although there are countless treasures hidden there, the level of danger is equally high," Fan Yu explained. Aside from Qin Tian, the others had also recovered about 50% of their strength, and their expressions started to look a bit more lively. "Let's rest a bit longer, then move out. Now that they've entered the Medusa Divine Hall, the rest is up to them," Qin Tian said thoughtfully, referring to Xinling King and the other 2. The group responded quietly, closing their eyes to recuperate and adjusting their states. "Brother Qin Tian, you sure made it hard for us to find you." Not long after, a cold voice appeared beside Qin Tian. Strange black energy swirled around the speaker, exuding an eerie and ghastly aura. "Lu Quan, you, as the 3rd sect master of Solomon, seem quite negligent. Why aren't you going after Zhu Jin?" Qin Tian's expression darkened. "We're here precisely to kill Zhu Jin and ensure the success of our subsequent plans. However, we haven't been able to locate him, so we came to ask you," Lu Quan said, flanked by 2 powerful Solomon sect members who stood silently, releasing an invisible pressure. "Come down and we'll talk." Qin Tian's expression softened slightly. "Why is the ghostly qi around Lu Quan so dense? Something's off?" Yao Exine muttered from beside Qin Tian, sensing the overwhelming ghostly energy radiating from Lu Quan. Lu Quan responded, slowly descending toward the desert. However, his 2 companions remained motionless in the sky. "We've been searching for quite some time, but Zhu Jin's movements are too elusive," Lu Quan said, his short stature standing in stark contrast to Qin Tian's. "Zhu Jin should be deep within the Medusa clan, perhaps near the Divine Hall," Qin Tian replied, frowning slightly, unsure of Lu Quan's intentions. "The fact that immovable King Ming has mobilized such a terrifying force makes me wonder what they're after in this desolate death desert," Lu Quan said with a sinister smile. "Lu Quan, what are you implying?" Do you think a mere third sect master of Solomon has the right to speak to me like this? Qin Tian's roar burst forth. Let's see if I'm worthy. Lu Quan wasn't fazed. His blackened hand, dripping with a liquid-like black substance, lashed out toward Qin Tian, attacking from just a few meters away. Damn it! Qin Tian's pupils contracted sharply as he braced for the attack, but before he could react, Lu Quan's strike landed squarely on his body. Ugh! Blood spurted from Qin Tian's mouth. Lu Quan, what do you think you're doing? Xian Wanxin, the weakest among them, shouted as a towering aura erupted from her, charging at the third sect master of Solomon. Captain, are you all right? Yao Xian's gentle voice came from the side. Get lost. Lu Quan's bellow resonated from beneath his dark cloak, sending ripples of black energy surging toward Xian Wanxin. Captain, you should leave. Despite being the weakest in the Dragon Devourer Legion, Xian Wanxin was as fearless as any of her comrades. Wanxin, there's no need for such words. The Dragon Devourer Legion always stands as one. Fan Yu exclaimed, slamming his wide hand against Xian Wanxin's in solidarity. Then let's fight. You three from Solomon want to devour our Dragon Devourer Legion? You'll choke on us. Qin Tian growled, though a sinister black energy writhed ominously on his chest, looking menacing. Then come on. Qin Tian, your peak Do Di soul power is quite the delicacy, Lu Quan sneered, removing the black cloak that had concealed his form. Beneath the cloak was a young boy, his features refined and delicate, yet his eyes swirled with an eerie blackness that made him appear haunting. Attack. They're already at their limits. Kill them, and their soul power will be yours, Lu Quan ordered with a malevolent grin. Swish. Swish. As soon as Lu Quan finished speaking, his figure suddenly shot into the sky, quickly distancing himself from Qin Tian. Meanwhile, the two powerful figures at Lu Quan's side, Song Li and Yang Wei, unleashed torrents of black qi, launching themselves at the Dragon Devourer Legion like ravenous specters. Swish. Swish. The moment Song Li and Yang Wei moved, they transformed into streams of black qi, preparing to attack the group in the desert below. Their overwhelming power made Fan Yu and the others' faces grow grim. Hoor! An eerie sound suddenly echoed from within the two, as the black qi around their bodies turned almost transparent, exuding an aura of intense danger, making the scene all the more sinister. Even though they were hundreds of meters away, the Dragon Devourer Legion could feel the looming threat. Protect the captain! Yao Xian shouted, her voice filled with urgency as she unleashed her vast spiritual power, aware of the imminent danger from these terrifying individuals. Surrender! Lu Quan's small figure sneered disdainfully, clearly showing no regard for the Dragon Devourer Legion. After all, at this point, their strongest member was Qin Tian. While Qin Tian was a peak Do Di, his earlier battle with the Medusa clan had forced him to reveal too many of his techniques. Now, his strength was barely enough to contend with a one-turn 9-star Do Di. The rest of the Dragon Devourer Legion was even weaker, and not a single member remained at the 9-star Do Di level. Lu Quan had no reason to fear them. Cough, cough, cough. Qin Tian suddenly coughed violently, but what came out was no ordinary blood. It was a pool of strange black liquid. What is this? Qin Tian caught the black blood in his hand, staring at it intently. Qin Tian, the things you took from Solomon, it seems today is the day you'll return them, Lu Quan said, completely ignoring the two powerful men at his side, as well as the Dragon Devourer Legion members gathered around Qin Tian. Lu Quan, we of the Xinling royal family treated you so well, and yet you. Qin Tian roared in fury, his anger flaring up as he coughed again. These Dragon Devourer Legion members have almost no Do Qi left after that battle. Finish them. Lu Quan commanded coldly, his demeanor entirely at odds with that of a typical young boy. Captain, are you all right? Fan Yu and the others quickly surrounded Qin Tian, concerned. It seems this black qi is no ordinary poison. Could it be ghostly qi? Qin Tian's heart raced as he tried to assess the situation, but he shook his head at the others, indicating he was fine. This Lu Quan is a genuine 3-turn 9-star Do D. As for the other two, Songli is at the mid-stage of the 8-star Do D level, and Yang Wei is at the late stage. They'll be tough to deal with, Yao Xian said solemnly, her expression tense. Thanks to her unique investigative abilities, she had already gauged the strength of the three from Solomon. Captain, what should we do now? Fan Yu asked, stepping forward, his gaze fixed on the three Solomon powerhouses ahead. We fight, but remember, your lives come first, Qin Tian responded, forcibly suppressing his internal injuries while giving his orders. Qin Tian, your peak Do D strength is no joke. If it were anyone else, they'd already be dead. Lu Quan laughed, his black chi spreading out and sealing the space around them. Lu Quan was confident that his previous attack would have been enough to kill a typical 2-turn 9-star Do D. If not for Qin Tian's unique methods, he would have died on the spot. Damn it! Qin Tian cursed inwardly. No time left, attack. Qin Tian roared, realizing the gravity of the situation. With the space now sealed off, no one outside would know what happened here. If they fell, Solomon would never let any of them live. Swish. Swish. The remaining members of the Dragon Devourer Legion exchanged nods, their years of cooperation giving them an unshakable trust in one another. Even though their Do Chi reserves were nearly depleted, none of them showed any intention of fleeing. This was the strength of the Xinling royal family's elite army. Songli, Yang Wei, hold them off. Leave Qin Tian to me, Lu Quan commanded coldly. Attack. Songli and Yang Wei both thought the same thing. If they could absorb the soul power of the elite Dragon Devourer Legion members, it would significantly boost their own strength. Kill. A fierce bloodlust surged in Qin Tian's eyes. Qin Tian, today you will die. Lu Quan's figure shifted mysteriously, and the next moment, he was just a few meters away from Qin Tian, engulfed in a sinister black aura. Do you think you can kill me so easily? Qin Tian sneered. As expected of a peak Do D, such audacity, Lu Quan showed no surprise, standing calmly in front of Qin Tian. Even though my Do Chi is almost depleted and my body is covered in wounds, the majesty of a peak Do D cannot be challenged by a mere 3-turn like you. Qin Tian's expression remained unchanged as he suppressed the pain from the glaring handprint on his chest. Ghost hand! Lu Quan shouted, striking first. Though Qin Tian was currently a corner tiger, Lu Quan was cautious by nature and didn't want to give him any chance to retaliate. As soon as the words left Lu Quan's mouth, a massive ghostly hand, several dozen meters in size, appeared beside him. The hand, shrouded in black chi, exuded a terrifying aura. Qin Tian, die already! Lu Quan roared, sending the ghostly hand crashing toward Qin Tian, its black chi swirling ominously. Such a petty trick. Qin Tian's face remained calm and steady. Suddenly, a scorching red flame appeared beside Qin Tian out of nowhere. Swish, swish. As the ghostly black hand made contact with the red flame, it instantly began to disintegrate into wisps of white mist. What is that? Lu Quan's pupils shrank as he stared at the scene, a wave of scorching heat rising from within him, despite his strength as a 3-turn 9-star Do D. Lu Quan, did you think I had nothing up my sleeve? Qin Tian said coldly. With your meager strength, you will fall here today. Encircled by the fiery red flames, Qin Tian now radiated a terrifying aura, as if the flames could annihilate everything in their path. Qin Tian, you're just bluffing in the face of death, Lu Quan sneered. Although shocked, he suppressed his inner fear, knowing this was the best opportunity to kill Qin Tian. If he could absorb Qin Tian's peak Do D soul, his own power might reach the true peak Do D level, and perhaps, with the souls of the Dragon Devourer Legion members, he might even break through to the half-step Do Xian stage. I'm done wasting time with you. The cat-and-mouse game ends now. Lu Quan's tone suddenly shifted as a refined object slowly appeared in his hand. What is that? Qin Tian's pupils contracted in shock the moment he saw the jet-black object in Lu Quan's hand. Instantly, the flames around Qin Tian's body began to tremble violently, as if they had encountered a terrifying natural enemy. What's going on? Yao Xian and the others, who were barely holding their own against Song Li and Yang Wei, also felt the pressure rising. As the fight dragged on and the black qi surrounding them thickened, Song Li and Yang Wei's strength only seemed to grow. If things continued this way, the Dragon Devourer Legion would surely be defeated within minutes. Yao Xian glanced up at Qin Tian and Lu Quan in the sky. One was surrounded by a domineering fire, while the other, Lu Quan, held a mysterious object in his hand, though it was hard to discern its nature due to the swirling black qi surrounding it. Fan Yu, buy me some time. That thing in Lu Quan's hand looked strange. Yao Xian said urgently, then sat down abruptly, closing her eyes tightly. Understood. Fan Yu's heart sank, but he mustered the last of his Do Qi to intercept Song Li's attacks. Boom, boom. The next moment, a massive surge of spiritual power erupted from Yao Xian's body, shooting straight toward Lu Quan in the sky. Imph. Foolish. Lu Quan sneered, detecting Yao Xian's attack. He responded with a cold snort, and a wave of black qi burst forth from beneath his feet, rapidly spreading. Pfft. The black qi shot toward Yao Xian, catching her off guard. Her face paled, and blood spurted from her mouth. That thing, it's terrifying. It seems to be specifically designed to target the soul. Be careful, Captain. Yao Xian wiped the blood from her lips, her voice weak. Yao Xian, we have to take down Song Li and Yang Wei now, or this will end badly for us. Qingmu said, her tone filled with concern. Let's move. Yao Xian steeled herself and refocused on the battle with Song Li and Yang Wei. Lu Quan, you're quite bold, Qin Tian said, narrowing his eyes at the young-looking Lu Quan. With his years of battle experience, Qin Tian knew that whatever Lu Quan was holding was far from ordinary. At this point, the flames around Qin Tian had dimmed slightly, either due to the strange object in Lu Quan's hand, or because his own Do Qi was running low. Qin Tian, I've already told you, no matter the cost, today you will die. Lu Quan's youthful face twisted into a sinister grin, a hint of malevolence in his smile. I don't know exactly what that thing is, but judging from its aura, it must come from the ghost realm, Qin Tian said, his eyes locking onto the object in Lu Quan's hand. Not bad. Since you're about to die, I might as well tell you, Lu Quan said. This is the soul-shattering token. As soon as he spoke, the once still black mass in Lu Quan's hand began to tremble violently. A dark Do Qi surged from Lu Quan's body, pouring into the black object. The soul-shattering token? Qin Tian's body jolted in shock. As the captain of the Dragon Devourer Legion and a peak Do Di powerhouse, he knew all too well the terrifying nature of the soul-shattering token. Wherever the soul-shattering token appears, souls are obliterated. Those few words alone encapsulated the dread this object inspired. The soul-shattering token had the power to kill even a peak Do Di because even if a Do Di perished, as long as some of their soul power remained, they could be revived through special alchemical methods. But if their soul was entirely destroyed, then death was permanent. No wonder Qin Tian was so shaken. He was far from his peak condition at this moment. Damn it! How could it be the soul-shattering token? He cursed under his breath. That's something only a ghost immortal could forge. Could it be that Solomon has some connection to the ghost realm? His pupils turned blood-red with disbelief. Even with his strength as a peak Do Di, facing the soul-shattering token made him feel powerless. The soul-shattering token, while technically a weapon, was a single-use item, which made it incredibly rare and precious. Its most terrifying feature was that it was impossible to defend against. As the saying went, beneath the soul-shattering token, no one below a half-step Do Xian survives. Qin Tian, where's all that peak Do Di pride of yours now? Lu Quan's eerie laughter echoed through the air. Enough! Qin Tian roared, his body igniting with fiery red flames as he charged at Lu Quan. The intense heat caused the black qi enclosed barrier to tremble slightly. It's over, Lu Quan said coldly, his figure flickering as he easily dodged Qin Tian's seemingly fierce attack. Qin Tian missed, but he didn't relent. He unleashed his full speed, launching a series of furious strikes at Lu Quan's elusive form. Swish! Swish! Violent clashes filled the sky above them. Qin Tian knew that if the soul-shattering token were to be unleashed, none of the Dragon Devourer Legion would survive. They would all be reduced to mere fuel for Solomon's schemes. Qin Tian, take this, Lu Quan shouted. A radiant beam of black light shot out from the ominous mass in his hand, as if it were a death ray, heading straight for Qin Tian. As the beam shot forward, Qin Tian felt his very soul being locked onto. No matter what technique he used, there was no way to shake it off. A deep chill crept into his heart. This is bad, Qin Tian yelled. Captain! On the ground below, Yao Xian and the others shouted in unison, their auras surging as they desperately blocked Song Li and Yang Wei's attacks and soared into the air, racing to Qin Tian's side in an attempt to save him. Damn it! There's no time. At the rear of the group, Xian Wanxin's usually calm eyes suddenly filled with resolve. In that instant, her dark body lit up with a blinding crimson light that pierced the black qi barrier. Xian Wanxin, stop! Qingmu cried out, tears streaming uncontrollably down her face. Sister Xian, take care of the others for me, Xian Wanxin said softly to Yao Xian before her body began to tremble violently. Then, in a flash, she transformed into a brilliant red light, charging directly toward the death ray from the soul-shattering token, carrying with her an aura of absolute annihilation. Xian Wanxin, you fool! Qingmu shouted, ignoring the others around her as her aura flared once more, and she caught up with Xian Wanxin. Qingmu, you, Xian Wanxin said, momentarily stunned. Idiot, I'm going with you. Qingmu responded, her lips curving into a rare, alluring smile. To have you with me in this life, what more could I ask for? Qingmu whispered softly, as if confessing her feelings without words. Qingmu, from the first day I saw you, I fell in love with you. If we survive this, will you marry me? Xian Wanxin asked with a bittersweet smile, his face showing a mixture of hope and vulnerability, like a gentleman caught in an impossible situation. Sure, Qingmu replied, her beautiful eyes shimmering as if her words were casual, but Xian Wanxin's heart trembled violently. He knew that, given Qingmu's background, status, and power, she was far beyond his reach. Which is why, you absolutely cannot die. Qingmu's eyes suddenly grew serious. I know, don't worry. I may have burned 50 years of my life force, but I won't die. Xian Wanxin reassured her as he gently pulled Qingmu into his arms. Upon hearing this, Qingmu's brows furrowed. Burning 50 years of life force was no trivial matter. Although Do-Di experts had long lifespans, 50 years was still a significant sacrifice. But Qingmu did not resist. She let Xian Wanxin hold her, his arm resting lightly on her smooth shoulder, warmth spreading through his heart. You better not die, she whispered softly into his ear with a faint smile, while Xian Wanxin's hand moved gently down her shoulder to a specific spot. With a light touch, the dazzling aura surrounding Qingmu suddenly dimmed, her do-qi retreating back into her body, leaving her stunned. You! Qingmu struggled to speak, but before she could react, Xian Wanxin directed a stream of do-qi toward her, sending her back to safety. Xian Jia, take care of her for me, Xian Wanxin's rebellious voice echoed in the ears of the Dragon Devourer Legion members. Although Xian Wanxin may be the youngest and weakest among us, his strength is something we've all seen. This time, let's place our bets on him. Yao Xian's voice trembled with a hint of pain as she spoke. But can he really endure this? Fan Yu asked, struggling to accept the situation. This is the path he must walk, Qingmu said softly, shaking her head, though she left much unsaid. Sigh, Xian Wanxin really has had a tumultuous journey, Xianmo muttered, feeling a pang of discomfort. Prepare yourselves. We only have one shot at this. We must break this black barrier, and that task falls on you. Once the barrier is down, I'll initiate the teleportation. We need to get out of here, Yao Xian said, her tone heavy with urgency. The moment was fleeting. In the sky, as Qin Tian faced the death ray from Lu Quan's hand, he frowned. Something's not right. This doesn't seem like how the soul-shattering token should be. Despite the ominous black death ray, Qin Tian sensed something off. Though he hesitated, he didn't stop moving. Lu Quan's attack was still a significant threat. Boom, boom, boom. A terrifying sphere of fire condensed in Qin Tian's hands, radiating extreme heat as it formed. Go! Qin Tian roared as he launched the flaming energy sphere toward the dark death ray. Boom, boom. The two forces collided in midair, sending waves of deadly energy rippling outward from the point of impact. Damn it! Fall back! Song Li and Yang Wei, already harboring their own plans, immediately backed off. Is this really okay? Song Li asked, clearly worried. After all, Lu Quan was still their third sect master. If we want to succeed, Lu Quan must. Yang Wei trailed off, gesturing toward his throat, a sinister look spreading across his face. I understand, Song Li nodded, and the two of them simultaneously spat out blood, silently reaching a mutual understanding. What terrifying energy! Yao Xian exclaimed as she caught Qing Mu, and the group retreated to the ground, completely ignoring Song Li and Yang Wei. Get ready. Yao Xian ordered the group. As soon as she spoke, Fan Yu and Xianmo channeled the last of their Do Qi, directing it toward Yao Xian. Her Do Qi and spiritual power began to recover at an alarming rate. In just a few breaths, the aftershocks from the battle in the sky had subsided, though faint traces of flame and black qi still lingered, each carrying a chilling, dangerous aura. Die already! Lu Quan's hand moved in a strange motion, summoning a square, sinister object that shot toward Qin Tian. In that instant, the entire sky was filled with a suffocating killing intent, causing even those on the ground to feel a chill. So, this is the real soul-shattering token, Qin Tian muttered, his pupils flickering with a hint of red. As the strange square object in Lu Quan's hand revealed the character for Shatter, all the black qi within the barrier surged toward the token. The soul-shattering token. Fall, Qin Tian. Lu Quan shouted, his voice overflowing with murderous intent. You want our captain to die? Just as Qin Tian braced himself for the final confrontation, a familiar voice rang out behind him. Qin Tian's eyes widened as he turned, stunned to see Xianwan Xin behind him. He had been so focused on the fight that he hadn't noticed his arrival. This energy, could it be? Qin Tian murmured in surprise. The Dragon Devourer Legion was composed of 10 individuals, each possessing unique abilities, which is why they had been selected to join the Legion in the first place. Yao Xian's specialty lay in manipulating spiritual energy, giving her an unmatched advantage in reconnaissance. As for Xianwan Xin, his ability was strange. Xianwan Xin's talent was called phasing. As the name suggests, phasing allowed him to make someone, or any living thing, intangible for a single second at a critical moment. Though it only lasted a second, this ability granted invulnerability. During that brief moment, no Do Qi or soul attack could touch the target. Even though it lasted just 1 second, it could change everything. Captain, don't worry. Xianwan Xin called out, his cold voice tinged with rare relief. Wan Xin. Qin Tian glanced at the others, seeing how utterly exhausted they were. He nodded slightly, a plan already forming in his mind. What's going on? Lu Quan noticed that Xianwan Xin was burning his own life force, but didn't pay much attention to it. After all, the amount of life force Xianwan Xin was burning wasn't significant enough to cause a surge in power, so it didn't seem worth Lu Quan's concern. At that moment, however, Xianwan Xin's hands formed a series of strange gestures, and he was muttering something under his breath. Around him, a mysterious and profound aura began to emerge, slowly spreading outward.